Alright, well, as you can probably guess, my battery died. Anyway, here's the thing. I put the phone in this boot here.
Totally.
So the phone goes in here, and then I wrap it all up really good in this boot.
Right.
Then I throw this bicycle chain
Right.
around the boot,
Okay.
and then that goes up through here in this
Wow.
loop,
Very clever.
and that keeps it on top of here. So
I can make it look like as if it isn't not even here.
that's right.
You want to see how I did it? I just found a really nice little trick,
What?
and I did it in there,
Oh,
and I made it like as if it doesn't even there until you open it up and it falls out, but it stays in there.
is it charging?
It will be charging. Yes.
Nice.
I'll show you how I do it.
Okay. Anyway, but see, mine will be calling attention to the fact that it's there, so we can't actually do that.
True.
So I will lock yours up with mine.
The problem is it's right here and it can be seen. Well, with mine, it's hidden.
Yeah, but yours won't be hidden because it's next to mine that can be seen.
Oh, that's true.
So
it
we
gives it
want to
away.
lock it up or not do it at all.
I'm probably not going to do it at all, but I just want to show you what I do. Is I go like this. I won't
Right.
leave it like this, but I have to show you how it's done for me. Hold on.
It's really nice to be able to charge our phones here.
Oh yes, it's a nice convenience.
Yeah, so you're tucking it up in there.
It's all nicely wrapped up like this. So thereby you have all of it nicely wrapped. And then you just bring it on up here and pull it on up. So that way it's just right up in there. And then
Right.
lightweight or heavy ain't falling out.
Right.
That's how I do it. And it worked out pretty good.
So we can charge your phone when we get back, but I'm gonna charge mine.
Sure. I can sit over there on the bench, watch this closely, make sure no one's screwed.
Yeah.
When screws with it, I say, may I help you?
And help you not steal from me.
I may help you with my phone because that's my property.
Right. So, by the way, what happened with your backpack that you got
Question.
stolen?
It was right next to my my chair, and it vanished.
Yeah. Well, I know who did it. I mean, I
If we
really
could be
do.
able to bring them to some kind of a responsibility for their actions, I would love it.
Yeah. Well, if we see them again,
That would be nice. 'Cause
I
I would
mean,
like to get back my
she's a
property.
pretty distinct person who has,
I saw
like
her and her
3/4 inch
boyfriend.
spikes coming out of her bottom lip, right? Didn't
I
she?
know them both. I didn't know that they would be a problem.
Yeah.
And that
I'm not
was-
sure that it was them. All I know is that it was during the time period that I went to the Lou. I had told them that I was going and could they watch the fort because I
And you
was
couldn't trust them.
unfortunate. Well, people said that there were some strangenesses
Actions
going
and
on,
responses from
and it might be them, it might not, but it sure is a coincidence.
At the exact same time between 2 and 3 in the morning.
Yeah, we know when it was because the security guard makes her round on the hour exactly, and I asked her which was it that she found your roll of tarps that fell off the backpack at some point when your backpack was taken
They
right
removed
next
it
to you.
to lighten the load.
Yeah, or it just fell when they were running.
Possibly.
But so that means that it was between the two walks that she did. So it had to be between 2 and 3. And I mean, it is possible that they could have pulled those tapes, but you would have had to talk to somebody about it. I
I
don't
sure
know.
like to have been woken up by him. I'm pissed, of course.
Yeah, it was terrible. You lost a really good backpack.
Well, no, he does. It's my
That's
second
it.
set of supports for my tent. Second set. And I put all my money into that.
Here's the most suspicious thing about that. They walked up and asked somebody for a backpack, and it's a strange thing to be asking people for expensive items all night long, but that's what they were doing there.
Except that they have to
Can I
use.
have that? Can I have that all night long with people? And one of the things that they were asking for was a backpack. So immediately after, there's your backpack walking away, and we never see them again. So
Yeah, that's very suspicious.
yeah, but shame on me for just trusting everybody. But I thought that they knew people, or they wouldn't be there. That we would have said something.
It's best to make sure you know who you're
Yeah.
dealing with.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, they were next to people, and I thought that those folks knew them, and that was just a dumb assumption.
Can't trust anybody anymore.
Yeah, I guess not.
I
But
learned
anyway.
that in my own encampment.
Well, and we have to be more careful now. I mean, you live and learn,
Yep.
But
That's
that's never going to happen to me again.
That's
I'm
good.
never going to say, hey, can you watch our stuff
Yeah.
while I go away and there's nobody else looking around?
Yeah.
And you're all, you know,
All
I
your
don't know
sons
you,
take
but you're,
advantage.
yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm never going to do that again, but I feel bad that that resulted
It's
in
made me
you,
sick too, but you know,
you
this
know.
is it is, you know.
I'm not really used to that.
I have my friend with me now. He's Mr. Security Guard, and he'll sleep at my feet like my pet
Your
pup.
friend?
Yeah, and he'll guard for me.
This is a doggy?
No, he's a guy.
A guy?
Yeah, he's been in the military, and he's willing to protect me. He says.
But I think that that was something he made up.
No, he told me himself that he.
I know
really,
what he told you.
Okay.
He's telling a lot of things, so be careful, because he's changed his story a bunch of times, and I don't
Which
know.
one are you talking about? Are you talking about somebody a wolf?
If I didn't say their name, I probably didn't want to say it.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it wasn't wolf. So it was somebody else.
Somebody else.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Just clearing things up.
Okay, that's not that guy.
No, it's
Because
not.
whatever.
But don't worry, you're not the only one who's suspicious of him. My friend is too. He's been in the military.
Right,
And
and
he's suspicious of him
and he
too.
doesn't sound like he's really
He
bad.
says you don't get to that point where he's at supposedly in 6 years. It would take him 12 or more years to get to that point.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of fantasy involved.
Right. Well, I called him on it.
Good. And what did he have to say?
Well, not a lot. That he didn't care if I believed him or not, or something to that effect. And I said that's okay. And you know, but I didn't want him to tell everybody that he was going to keep everyone safe, and that he, you know, I was like, you know, you really don't need to fulfill that role. Where are your credentials? You know, because it's like, you're too young to belong in the NSA. He's like, well, I'm 24.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
he may want it that bad, and maybe he has some kind of clout, but maybe it's just on a limited basis. Less than he'd like to be, so he's trying to trump it up, make himself look more important.
Well, it was a strange thing he had going on there.
I'm cautious of him.
Yeah.
That's why I.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We have to be cautious, because now we've got folks in our midst that we don't know, and there is something wrong there.
Well,
you and I can tell that there's something wrong.
I have my friend watching him closely.
Well, that's
because
good.
he's been in the military and he knows the ins and outs and the roundabouts, even though he was a diver.
Okay.
He's still in the military, and he been around a lot of very important people who were like what they call them.
And you know that your friend was in the military.
Yes.
Because that'd be funny if we had two of them. One of them would say, "Oh, I'll watch this guy. He wasn't really in the military," and then the other guy wasn't either. No, that'd be funny.
He told me. He says, "This guy. I want you to know." He says, "This guy doesn't know half of what he's talking about."
Right.
Because I've been in there and I know, and it doesn't take just 6 years. It takes 12 or more. So this guy, you gotta watch him. I says, "That's what you're for." I says, "You know, and you can be my watch."
Well, speaking of, those folks are over there now. Who's with them?
I don't know. Oh, those are senior guys?
That's the one guy.
They're seniors. I don't know.
There's.
No, Reggie was here, but he took off, so he couldn't be Reggie. I'm not sure.
I think that's the one guy that I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, the sort of guy. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know.
Do you think we should take off, or should we hang around?
I don't think we should leave.
Okay.
Because I'm looking over, and across the street, there's a couple of people, you know, who
Make sure nothing walks off. But
I know to watch. So.
Just gonna hang around a little longer.
You know, the person who I would probably ask to keep an eye out is a friend of theirs, but is Michael. So if we were to just alert Michael that we were going to take off and ask him if he could kind of watch and see, I would definitely trust Michael to do that. Do you want to go see if you can find him, and I'll stand here with the phone for a second?
Of the face, because names and faces don't.
Michael was wearing a ball cap and a jacket that had like a name tag of some kind on it, like what you'd wear at a gas station, navy.
Okay, so it's
navy with a little name. Yeah.
See if I can find him.
Yeah, he's tall.
Okay.
He's tall. Okay. He was standing there. He had a couple of mirrors that he just bought.
I know who you're talking about. He's a Gemini. Right?
Okay.
His birthday was just today.
Michael's birthday is today?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's a Gemini.
Oh, I can't wait. We'll have to talk to him. Very cool. What was really funny to me is when these folks that seemed like they were kind of absconding with some things. It's hard to tell. Um, they got in some kind of a battle, falling out, and they were all accusing each other of stealing from one another. So, yes, no honor among thieves. It was kind of funny though. Oh, God, I got cold from this rain. I let myself get wet because it's not an emergency situation. When I was out here in really cold weather, a couple of months ago or a month ago, that was a problem. If I got wet, it was a serious problem. So I couldn't allow that. And right now my socks are wet, but it's not a big deal. My shoes are wet, no big deal. But that was one of the reasons I had trouble packing so much, was because I'd want to make sure, that I was prepared for every situation, because something had happened. All those OCD-like habits were formed because of some miserable night I had out here that I was trying to avoid happening again. And you can never prevent everything, But one of the things that happened would be like my feet getting wet and then, freezing out here and never warming up again. So, hello.
I'm Dallas.
Hi, Dallas. I think I met you before. Sorry, I can't shake your hand. I got this camera. But nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you. Again. I'm sorry. I don't remember, so.
Oh, I think it was like a month ago I met you, if that's possible. Does that sound familiar? Or maybe less, maybe less.
I don't know.
A couple weeks, maybe. Have you been here before at City Hall?
My birthday's today, so.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm 19.
Oh, okay. I thought Michael's birthday was today. My friend went looking for Michael, and I mentioned, he was a tall guy in a dark blue shirt.
Just checking to look at it.
Oh, is that your phone?
No, actually, somebody found it, and I'm gonna see who it is. So when I go into work on Monday, I'm gonna check to see whose phone it is. But
Well, actually, I was gonna do that. Did Mike
yeah,
Mike
he
W
it
gave that to me? To
yeah,
you? Well, yeah.
I'm gonna check on it. I can do it
Okay,
tomorrow.
do you have Mike's number?
I have Tim's number.
Tim.
Tom, whatever his name is over there.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, I don't.
You know the guy that.
Yeah, why don't you let me, because all we have to do is call it. Mike was supposed to take care of it himself.
Called it and no one answered. So.
Right, well, it's, it was 1 in the morning when we
Yeah,
were talking about doing that and decided not to.
I'm actually gonna check to see who it is, because I have a thing on my computer that I could check to see whose phone it is.
Well,
I
did you see the recent call list?
Yeah, I actually I'm gonna call in the morning, see whose phone it is, like probably about 9 or 10, and then at that time, if that person does answer, I'm gonna say, hey, somebody lost this phone. Can you have somebody come pick it up? We're gonna be at City Hall all day.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until.
I'm surprised that Mike passed it off.
Yeah, he passed it off to me. And
Yeah, he was being lazy, because I laughed at him. I was like, well, there's a recent call list. Why don't you just call this last person? This person called a couple times. And he's like, you want to do it? I'm like, no, you can do it.
So you needed to talk to me at all?
No.
Oh, okay. You
No, Tim, you got the wrong guy here.
which guy did you want?
Michael.
Michael. Oh.
Oh, no wonder you guys are standing here. That was the head of the NSA.
That's everyone I can find. But I do have good news. We do have some help.
and I did it on the slide. While he's talking to you, hope you don't mind. I got a hold of Michael, the Archangel,
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
asked him
talking about.
to walk up and down there and keep an eye on it.
Okay,
So
that's
he's
who
the
I
one-
was. That's who
I
I was
got it
asking.
mixed up. I apologize, but I got him. So while they're talking to you, I got him going.
Okay,
So that's okay. We're set.
Great.
He's going to keep an eye on that.
right on.
I'm sorry. I just somehow I didn't register. I'm tired, I guess. But it's done. It's done.
Right on.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we're ready then.
Okay.
Michael's on the job, and
Yep.
I'm gonna tie up my phone here, and we'll go down and we'll see what the situation is with this darn loo, if it's
We don't get
open or if
arrested
we
for
have to.
trespassing.
Yeah. See, now the thing is that I think they closed them like because of the Rose Festival or something, and that doesn't make any sense.
Because people are going to be eating them.
Right.
He thinks, the gentleman, the one guy who you don't trust, he seems to think that they will be being reopened, including this, but they will be strongly secured by security. Bathrooms being secured by security.
Okay. Well, whatever. We'll talk to you
Okay.
folks later.
Okay.
We'll be back it'll be like 40 minutes before we're back.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be back in time for you, though. He wants to
Yeah.
be gone by what, 5 you said?
What time is it now?
Yeah, I want to get up there to the MAX station at 5.
Okay.
What time is it now?
It's about 4.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay.